Hello there, and welcome to the next episode of this course around mindset. This lesson is about how do you make the most out of a coach. That's how do you make the most out of a coach. That could be a business coach or a life coach. Obviously, you know, within this element, Social Growth Academy, we're going to mainly focus on a business coach. You've most probably been attracted by business coaches or being approached by them. Now, how do you make the most out of a coach? That is the most important thing. So a bit about me, if this is the first one you've watched. My name is Christopher Clowes. I'm an award-winning author and commercial director of the UK's only risk-free digital marketing agency. It's risk-free because clients work with us, and if it's not a success, we refund them the money. It's kind of a win-win for the clients and ourselves. If it works, great. We earn some money. If they don't, then we refund them the money. So that's fine. I'm accredited by Google as a marketer. I'm a keynote speaker. I am all over the country. When we're not in lockdown, I'm all over the country speaking regularly and helping. I've helped over 1,400 small to medium-sized businesses on a one-to-one level, but as a keynote speaker, that would be absolutely thousands. Here are some of my past clients. I'm sure that there's quite a lot of. You might recognise a couple of the logos there. Before we get stuck into how to make the most out of a coach, just wanted to drop an email address here. If you do need any help, if any of this doesn't make sense or you want us to clarify anything or anything like that, please do feel that you can email us, team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. Put in the subject line the course title or the lesson title, and we will be able to help you as soon as we can. So let's get started. What is a business coach? And quite apt. I'm a business coach myself to a few of our clients, and that is me doing my public speaking there on the right-hand side. Now, a business coach is for people that are looking to either start, grow, or maintain their business. It is for everybody. Okay. Now, the top 5% of earners all have a business coach. In fact, most top 5% of top earners have several business coaches in their life, and they kind of feed from the expert knowledge of others and kind of what they're doing and things like that. So you're obviously at this point where you're thinking about getting a business coach, or you've been approached, or you have one. Now, you just need to get the right one. I've got a business coach myself. I am a business coach, and I have got a business coach. In fact, I've got three, one main one, and then kind of a couple that work alongside him. And that really has helped me grow in my business, kind of make me get better decisions and focus on the growth and focus on, the challenges and how to be successful. Whereas without that, and I have had a business without that, I didn't have that right mindset, or I didn't have that person to go to that basically says, have a bit of trust in yourself. A business coach is somebody that knows you, knows your industry, and can actually give you the right advice. Now, that is what a business coach really is. It's an advisor. It's a business advisor, somebody that has got their experience and has helped other people along the way. Now, one of the big benefits of this, what you'll find is a lot of the business coaches own marketing companies. Now, the reason for that is, it's because obviously as a owner of a marketing agency myself, I see a lot of people. I speak to a lot of businesses, and I see what they're doing, and I see what they're actioning. I see what they're not doing as well, and I see what marketing they're doing, and I can see the competitors when running reports all the time. So when somebody comes to me and has a similar business, I know the answers already. because we've already helped somebody within our marketing agency get the results that they need. So a business coach is somebody that can advise you but has the knowledge and the experience to advise you in the right way. Now, here's a list of things that an effective business coach can provide you. So the first off is the view. As a view within, what's important within the business. Now, a lot of the businesses that we look at are, so focused on the marketing, as an example. They're so focused on the marketing and the sales, and they want to go, 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 go. But what they don't realize is that the processes back end are not fit for purpose. Sorry, I just dropped my pen there. The processes back end, they're not fit for purpose. And what that will do is it means you'll get the new sales in, but then that will drop out at the bottom end because the client won't be happy. Now, as a business coach, we can have that view and see from the outside and just say, excuse me, just look over there. That will focus, and that will, that view will show what's important within the business. Now, your coach will be able to assist in the right focus, in the right way, and be most efficient, especially one with experience, because they'll be able to see what could go wrong and what can be tweaked and what can be better. And that's what they're there for. Now, a business coach maintains where you are and focuses and drives and helps you manifest your goals and transform your business. Having somebody that is accountable and makes you accountable and focuses and gets your mindset right is absolutely critical. He, she is there to advise and help you build actionable plans. Doing cheat sheets and making sure that you're focused and you know what you're doing when you're doing it, and being able to prioritize for the future is absolutely key. Now, the biggest thing that they're there for is helping you goal set and being organized and communication. So a bit of training is involved there as well. They're helping not just improve your business, but improve your personal life as well. Since I took a business coach, which we'll go into in a minute, so since we took a business coach for myself, my business has transformed. I used to work from 3 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, 7 days a week, to get my business up and running. I employed a business coach, and yes, I've had to put the hard work in, and for the first few months it was exactly the same, but there's no overnight switch. But over time, now I get to spend some awesome time with my daughter, with my wife. I get to have weekends off, and I've got the most profitable business I've ever had because my business coach has looked at me and from an outside perspective told me what needs to be done in a nutshell, and it works incredibly well. Now, the first thing that you need to do to make sure that, you are going to get the most out of it is be prepared. Okay, be prepared and give coaching your all. Now, the worst thing that I see all the time, and kind of grind my gears quite a lot, to be honest, is that people spend money on a business coach, sit there and listen, don't write notes, walk out the door and forget absolutely everything. What is the point? What is the point of having a business coach if you're not going to give it your all? It just makes me laugh. And you see it all the time. We're my business coach, we're in a group, and there is quite a large group, and I see businesses coming in all the time that are successful, and those that are successful are the ones that are listening, they're actioning, and they're moving to the next step. When they get to that next step, they listen, they action, and get to the next step. Then they listen and action and get to the next step, and it is a process that you're moving forward. They're prepared every single time that they come. They've got a notepad, they've got a pen, they've had a good night's sleep, they're focused and they're ready for the day. The ones that don't succeed, they come without a pen. They're not prepared. They sit there, they chat. They're not listening. They leave and they don't really know what the actions are for that day to move on to the next. So they're not prepared and they don't give coaching their all, which means that one, they're going to waste their money, and two, they're not going to achieve of what they want to do. And let's be honest, the reason we are all here today is because we want to achieve. That is the main focus. We want to achieve. If you do want to achieve, you need to go out and get yourself a business coach, and it needs to be right for you, and they will transform your business. I promise you that. When it comes to having a business coach, you are the only one that's going to make it work. Your business coach is not there to wave a magic wand. They're there to give you direction. And that's all it is. Think of a business coach as your sat-nav. Take a second of that. Think of your business coach as your sat-nav. What does a sat-nav do? Your sat-nav will sit there and it will clarify your vision. You say into your sat-nav, I want to go to this location, and it will tell you the quickest and easiest route to be able to get there. Now, if you didn't have that sat-nav and you used a map as an example, or you guessed, you would be going the wrong way, turning left. How much longer is it going to take you to get there? Your business coach is just your sat-nav. You still need to drive. You still need to change gears. You still need to put the petrol into your car. You still need to do absolutely everything. You have just got a guide to get to the final, the final destination. And so think about that your business coach is just your sat-nav, and they're there to clarify and direct you. But ultimately, you're still driving the car. Don't expect them to do everything. You're still driving the car. You are still in charge. Now, get organised. You need to make sure that you're spending out on a business coach. You need to make sure that you use it correctly. So get a folder, get all of your meetings and your plans in place, and and get them all ready, and record the notes for each session, and keep track of the progress and file it correctly. Your notes should be consistent of all the advice and the resources that you get, because there'll be some point you go, what was that? Oh, I know where that is. That's in this little folder. I'll go and I'll get that, and I'll open that up and I'll see what is in there. And now use the notes from each session to remind you of how far you've come as well, because you always do a bit of reflection with every kind of business coach, and see how far you've come and see what you've achieved. And again, that's a mindset thing, because that gives you trust that it's working and moving on to the next section. And it really, really does work. Now, me and my business partner, Joe, we have a business coach, and we do the same thing every single time. So we have a monthly meeting where we go as a group. We have some group coaching. We go as a group, and we sit there in the room, and we go through a day's business coaching. And within that time, both me and Joe, my business partner, we're writing our own notes, completely separate. We're writing our own notes. And we take the whole day in, we take all the information, write everything down. We highlight things that we think are really important to us that we need to action and kind of move on. And then on the way home, we stop at a pub every single time. Stop off at the pub. We get our notes out, and then we make one list of what needs to be actioned from those two separate notes. We make one list. Now, on that list is who's going to do it, what it is, and what date it needs to be done by. And we make sure that before the next business coaching session, everything is done. So when we do go, we're organised for the next one, knowing that we've ticked off everything from the previous. And that is what has made us successful. We have gone from one client as a marketing company. We've gone from one client when we had our business coach to being valued as £1 million company in just over a year, because of those actions that we took place, and because we're prepared and we're organised and we're ready. And our business coach has been able to do that for us, and we do the same for our clients as well. So here's a bit of a quote. Having a coach is not just for business going through a crisis. In fact, most businesses have a coach on a regular basis to help maintain the structure and the process of the business through professional advice. Totally agree. This could be one of the wisest business moves that you make. As long as you run, you will see the benefits. Now, this is so true. You don't, when you're building a business, or when you're building a house, let's look at it as a house, because I see a business as kind of as a house. You still put your business plans down, like your architectural plans, still do the foundations and the process, and still kind of doing your marketing and things like that, which is your beautiful front garden and whatnot. Now, to me, a business coach is your insulation of the house. Now, are you going to fire insulate your house before, or are you going to do it once there's a fire? They're not there to put a fire out. They're there to protect you before it actually happens. And that is kind of the way I see things. So it's not for, a business coach is not someone in a crisis. Yes, if you're in a crisis, go out desperately, get some advice of what you can do to get out of that, 100%. And right now, we're in the pandemic of the coronavirus crisis, and we've got radio ads out, Facebook ads out saying we are giving free business coaching to our clients and to other people, and giving guidance on how that they can get out of this. So if you want that, feel free. There'll be an email address at the beginning, at the end of this presentation. You can just drop us an email, and we'll jump on a phone call for free and kind of help you out. And it's a wise decision to get that expert knowledge as soon as possible. Now, another thing that you really need to do before you have your business coaching is identify your overall business goal. Now, think again of the time that we spoke about the business coach being your sat nav. If you don't know your final destination, then a sat nav is useless. There's no point of having directions if you don't know where you're going. So you need to know your overall business goal. Now, you can speak to a business coach and kind of ask him, what do you think it should be, and things like that. But to be able to use a business coach correctly, you need to understand that yourself. You need to know your direction. You need to know where you want to be this time next year, where you want to be this time 3 years, where you want to be this time 5 years. And then that will be able to help, your business, your business coach will then be able to help you achieve more by identifying the smaller aims within the business and how to get there. So look at a sat nav again. You've got your own, your big goal of, I want to drive from here to here. Now, the sat nav breaks that down, goes turn left here in 100 yards, turn right in the next roundabout, go straight on. They're small tasks. Small tasks that you complete. Once you complete, you get to the next task. You complete that, you get to the next task. You complete that, you get to the next task. And after all of these mini tasks, you get to your final goal. And what a business coach is there to do is to keep you on track and make sure that you're focusing and you're getting that focus, and you know what those next mini tasks are. Now, don't expect your coach to do everything for you. Now, as I mentioned, I do have a business coach. That's my business coach on the right-hand side. His name's Adam Stott from Big Business Events. Absolutely brilliant guy. He's got a brilliant team of coaches around him as well. Highly recommend, if you can go down that route, that's brilliant. It's worked wonders for me. It's taken us from a zero rating company to £1 million in just over a year. It's amazing. But you can't expect your coach to wave a magic wand and fix everything for you. You are the only person that can do that. And this is what I think a lot of people try and put onto their business coach a lot. You're there as a business coach. You go out and you run my business for me. That is not what it is. You think of a sports coach in football. The coach will train you how to kick the ball as hard as you can, how to score a goal, how to run faster. But ultimately, it's you and your team on the pitch that create the results. The coach is just there to be able to guide you. So don't expect your coach to do everything for you. So, bit of a task before we finish this mini segment. Have a think. Write a list of all the things that you think that you need help or guidance on. Okay, so write a list of all the things that you've got a bit of a blockage, that you think is a bit of a bottleneck that you're struggling with. And send me that list at team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. Send me that list of everything that you are struggling to do. And what I will do is I'll personally phone everybody, or either me or kind of the other directors will phone you and talk to you about that list and what you can do. We'll coach you through that for free. We will coach you through that. We'll get a half-hour consultation in and show you what you can do to move forward. Then hopefully you'll be able to see the value that a business coach has, and then obviously we will be able to help you kind of move forward. So again, if you want us to do that, talk to us about business coaching, please email us at team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. We are there to help you. This will really help your mindset, because if you know that you have somebody to rely on, especially small to medium-sized businesses, if you're a director on your own, that's the worst thing, being on your own and not having anybody to talk to you about your business. You're sitting there banging your head against a brick wall all the time. A business coach is for you. Make sure you write that list, you email it over to us, we can have a look, we can discuss it, and we can help you move forward. Thank you for your time. As mentioned at the beginning, my name is Christopher Clowes from HC Media Group. Hopefully we'll see you at the next episode of this course. Thanks a lot.